Andrew, this is, I know what Governor Bullock said, and that was clear, emphatic statement that she's going to look through the headline rate. But if she looks through the headline rate, still a reduction from 3.8 to 3.4 on the underlying rate here as well. So that's separate to those rebates and so on.
Yeah, but it's not enough to give us a rate cut, and she's made that clear, hasn't she? And it really illustrates once again, this is the best number the government could have hoped for, and she spoiled the party. And she spoiled it, she and her board spoiled it with this statement, and I'll put it on screen for our viewers once again because I think it's so significant. It's dismissing a decline in inflation. This is the statement yesterday. Headline inflation is expected to fall further, and this is the key word, temporarily, as a result of federal and state cost of living relief. Nothing else, apparently. Just federal and state cost of living relief. Our current forecasts don't see inflation returning sustainably to target until 2026. Well, you kind of wish the Reserve Bank meeting was held in a week rather than the day before this figure, but nevertheless, they knew what was coming. They knew the markets were saying it was 2.7. I think as well as this is very interesting, Kieran. So the last couple of months with electricity, right, we've seen it come down 18% year on year. I mean, that tells you it's got a big impact on inflation. The month before it was down 5%. Some of the rebates hit, and we've got big rebates in WA, Queensland, Tasmania, and the federal $75 a quarter one. The month before it went down -5%, it went up 7.5%. So you can see what was happening to it before this rebate. But the other interesting thing here is fuel, and we've all seen that at the Bowser. You can now get fuel for $1.50, $1.60, it was $1.90. Down 7.6% year on year for the month. The month before, up 4%. The month before that, up 6.6%. So I think fuel is a big part of this story too. But the trouble is, with all the instability in the Middle East, how can you guarantee that's going to stay off as it is? So this is the concerns, I guess, of the Reserve Bank. And look, I think that the government has tried to shape this week as a we're doing something about the cost of living week. And let me put this to you, Kieran. Monday, you get off the plane from Delaware with the PM. We've got the ACCC holding a presser as you're getting off that plane about Coles and Woolies. Then the Prime Minister, straight off the plane, gives a press conference saying, here's my mandatory code of conduct. Tuesday, you got rates. Wednesday, Michele Bullock, which spoils the party. Wednesday, the inflation figure. Now, I'm told in the next couple of days, there's going to be a report out from Choice, funded by the government, about supermarket pricing. And also the ACCC is due to hand its interim report into the government in the next couple of days. So it's a full court press from the government on the supermarkets and on trying to say that we're going to do something about cost of living. And two things have spoiled it for them. Michele Bullock yesterday and the Reserve Bank Board, and this rather unhelpful story for them on negative gearing in the 9 newspapers today. So I mean, if I was Jim Chalmers, I would be pretty annoyed. You know, here you are about to give a press conference. You can say, look, we're on the narrow path. We're getting it down. And your official who you enabled to do these press conferences says, no, we're not on the narrow path. We're not getting it down. You'll have to wait till 2026. It's an extraordinary clash that we're witnessing, Kieran.